Hi, I'm Brandon, and I'm going to show you a cool trick that I developed a long time ago. Now, I'm sure this is out there, and it's probably called something, but I'm not getting into any theory whatsoever. No theory shredding, that's all this is. So, what I'm going to go over is how you can solo in any key with one pattern. Any key, and know how to get there without having to study a bunch of scales. I'm going to show you one scale, and I'm going to show you how to pull it off in any key that there even is. So let's get right into it. Pattern is starting on the 5th fret. Granted, play it anywhere you want on the guitar. The 5th fret is A minor. I like it. It's my favorite key. So basically it's, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers, okay? So it's 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 4. Okay? So the bottom two are 1, 4, and the top one's 1, 4. But all in between is 1, 3, 1, 3. Right? Play it over and over again. Over and over. Just up and down, just like this. Just do it until you're really comfortable with it. Even if you're not, it doesn't really matter. But because you can take these take the soloing to a very simplistic level, and it still sounds pretty good. I'm going to get right into it. That happens to be A minor, and why is it A minor? I'm only going to get a bit into it. It's just because this is A. This happens to be G. This note right here. Okay, so learn what all those notes are on your bass string. The bottom string. This is A. This is B. Okay, so this is B minor. This is G, so this is G minor. Okay, this is C. This is C minor. E minor. Okay, so now we've gone over all the minors. That just simply starts, the first note you're playing of that scale is that key's minor, okay? Now, how do we make that A minor an A major? Say somebody's playing in the key of A major and you want to solo. Well, this won't work. A minor will not work. It won't sound good. So you have to make this major. How do you do that? Well, use the exact same scale, just make the first note of the scale the second note of the scale. So move to wherever you need to move to make that the second note. Okay, your pinky is the second note of the scale. So we're going to start here. Make that A the second note. And it's the same scale, right? That's A major. I'm not going to get into why. You can study scales, you can study theory all you want, and you can learn why. It doesn't matter to me for this demonstration. I'm just showing you that you don't have to learn any theory. You don't have to know that in order to jam with a band. They can tell you, oh, we're playing in, this is in G minor, okay. That's G minor. So let's do it in B. B minor. You're soloing in B minor. All right? And it doesn't seem to work for the song. And you realize, oh, that song's probably in B major. What do? We make this first note the second note. That's the B major scale. Okay? Let's put this into context. This is the fun part. I made all these little riffs and played the bass and did all that just so we can have these cool little songs to jam to. This is A minor. It's going to have a nice melodic, kind of mysterious sound. Generally minors, the way you can determine it, they're maybe sad, if you will, ominous, melodic, mysterious. Majors typically are very happy, upbeat song. A lot of the old Beatles and stuff like that, they real happy songs. So here we go. A minor. Which is right here, right? A minor. I didn't play one note outside of that scale. And you can see how you can really, there's a lot of versatility you can have within one pattern. Let's try that in A major. Okay, so this will be a major song that I recorded. Here we go. Now we know how to get to A major. It's down here. This is A minor. Right here. A little happier, you know? Not great soloing. I'm trying to keep it really simple so you get an idea. You don't have to be an advanced guitar player to solo in any key. Now, let's try another key. Let's try B. Let's try B minor. This is a little ditty I made in B minor. And that's right here. This happens to be a B, so we know we're going to play in that position. Well, I like that. Play much. Idea. Now let's go to B major and find out what we got here. How do we get to B major? That was B minor. We just drop it down to there, B major. So you see now, what I want to show you too is there's two more positions at the top and the bottom of the scale that I like to use just to kind of expand that scale a little bit. So we're still using that same exact scale, but when you're at the top of it, when you're at that pinky mark, skip a fret and go up, and those two notes. Those two frets. But then you have to go back down into the scale. And then when you're at the bottom of the scale, you're at the bottom, same thing. Okay? And I'll show you why I like to do that. It really expands. I'm going to do this B minor one. I think that's one of my favorite. And I want to show you how the expanding it really helps you kind of get more versatility out of your scale. B minor, remember? But I'm going to use these two bottom ones. And the top. Top. So you see, you can expand the scale that way. Now, one other great thing is all electric guitars are set up, I mean most acoustics, but electric guitars are set up with a pretty large fretboard, so we have the octaves up here. Now, if I'm soloing in A minor, I can use the octave and play the same exact scale. I'm not changing the scale, but I'm just using the octave. It's the same thing here. This is the scale. Listen to this. It's the same exact thing, but in high octave, and I'll show you how that applies. Gives us just kind of more phrases, right? If you stick with just that one area, it's still the same scale. I'm not hitting one note outside those scales in any of these keys that I've been playing. Learn the heck out of that pattern. Ask somebody, what key are you playing in, and you know how to find it. Just learn whatever notes these are on the top string is all you even need to know. And you can actually look like you shred the guitar, but know very little, but know that very little very well. And that's what gives the appearance of shredding, right? It seems like oh my gosh, you must have studied all your scales. No, you know one scale. So anyway, I hope I helped you guys a little bit. Like I said, it really made it easy for me just to kind of jam and just go and not have to sit there and study. I'm a self-taught musician. I don't like sitting there studying the scales and the chords. Granted, if you want to be a studio musician and you want to be a session musician, whatever, obviously, you learn what it is that you're actually doing, and you better know a lot more than this. But this at least gets you to jam with anybody. You can lay down tracks and sound pretty good. Thank you for watching. That it was something